Guarantee that fucking cat's gonna come back. Be like, meh, to the fucking door. Alright, let's get into this shit. That's fucking terrifying already as it is to have a guy just be like, yeah, and you're fucking, you know.
A man is seen approaching the house from across the street.
He needs to not be seen across doing what he's doing. But hold it, why do they have to fucking fuckers? I'm not trying to fucking give free sponsored. Or free advertising, I should say. YouTube video, by the way, is from YouTube channel called Creepy Cam, so you're aware, obviously.
At first glance, he looks like an old man.
What the
but in
fuck
fact,
is he wearing?
He's wearing a mask. He knows he's being filmed as he looks directly at the camera and starts to poke it.
His hands have something on it. It's weird. No gloves, but what's on
Then
the
he
bottom
looks
of
through the window and soon decides to leave. And as he walks backward, he waves at the camera as if he knows he's being watched. Shortly after he left, the homeowner went outside with his golf club, but the masked man was already gone.
Low key, what the fuck is a golf club gonna do? Isn't that shit like made out of like a certain metal to where it's like supposed to be flexible, so if you hit something with it, it might bend easy? Like, yeah, you can hit him a few times with the tip of it, I guess, right?
In this frightening video, a suspicious person tries to break into this woman's home in San Leandro, California. He wanders around the area and seems to be looking for something, when suddenly the voice of the homeowner is heard off camera telling the man to leave the house immediately.
Man lost his clue, he's looking for it. He needs to get the clue, get it? Nah, if I ever saw this shit happening on my camera...
Get the fuck out of there!
Yeah, exactly, bro. I would have been like, get the fuck out of here, what are you doing? Guy's like, I've been caught, fuck it, I'm just gonna walk out of here.
Surprisingly, the man
and they left a pair of garden
and simply
they left a pair of garden
leaves as he was
shears
told.
on the chair,
This
which is not a
video
safe
was sent to
thing
me
do.
one night by one of my subscribers. His doorbell camera recorded this woman in a wheelchair approaching his house and ringing the doorbell at 2:00 a.m. Then she started breathing very loudly and strangely.
I low-key wonder if some of these people could be
for
like
about half a minute and left before the owner could open the door.
Like low-key, it could easily be like a sleepwalking person, technically, if you think about it. She looks like she needs to take a shit really bad.
A clip from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, shows a grandfather walking with his 3-year-old granddaughter when suddenly a group of stray pit bulls approaches. It's clear from the man's voice that he was very frightened, but did his best to get his granddaughter to safety.
I agree, it's safe. Just get his granddaughter safely. Where do you get wild pit bulls from, though? Like, where the fuck do wild pit bulls come from? Is it from people just dropping these dogs off and where they drop them off at? And they just become wild because, you know, they gotta survive the elements. Just technically, once you drop a dog in the wild, depending on the breed, it's almost like a pig, how it just, like, once it learns that, okay, I have to survive in survival mode,
going back outside
feral.
to make sure the pit bulls left the area. Fortunately,
pigs are the quickest fucking animals to turn feral. They're like a light switch. You put them in the wild for a day or so, they're
this time the man
just like
in the
that.
video seems to be more careful. He's reaching for something, maybe a gun,
Man, looks like a
and he
drugged up
has an
cholo.
Allen wrench in one of his hands. I am not sure why he's carrying it.
He's gonna either
Is it his
rob you
gun?
or help fix something
and
with
now
the Allen
he's trying
wrench.
to peek into the house through the blinds again.
The fuck?
That suggests more people could be watching you while you sleep.
That's crazy. Why the fuck does he have an Allen wrench? I'm low-key wondering too.
These two strange characters try to steal the homeowner's mail from his porch, but they don't get far when the woman tells the two men that she'll call the police.
Good. This is why I hate having my Amazon packages dropped at my doorstep, bro. I don't even like them being put in my fucking my mailbox anymore. People are just stealing shit. There's times I actually have the Amazon people would just like I put in the description, drop the package over the fence, like just put it over the fence.
Hello? I'm calling the police.
People be fucking crazy.
With that, the message seems to have gotten through, because they waste no time.
Nah, it gotten through for that time being until they go find the next victim to fucking try to take
it. A doorbell camera captured this woman answering the doorbell at 4:00 a.m. It was taken in winter, and she looks cold and tired as she slowly walks to the door.
That's crazy. I'm not trying to do ASMR for y'all, but if y'all hear this shit, fuck it.
After ringing the bell, she immediately leaves and disappears into the darkness. Which is very bizarre. I wonder why she does this so late when it's cold outside. If she needed help, would she not have waited for someone to answer
like I
the
said,
door?
hold on, I'm gonna pause it. I know I'm trying to get better with not pausing in my videos anymore, because I know it makes it longer. But low-key, like I said in the other part where they saw the crippled woman, is technically, if you think about it, there's a lot of people that actually do sleepwalk in society. So it's like, my question is, could some of these people be sleepwalkers? Like, you know, like they be sleeping and then like how this, for instance, she's a sleepwalker, and maybe, who knows, goes and stumbles across somebody's house, goes up to the door and leaves, and just, you know, because they're sleepwalking. So that's what I'm trying to think of, is a different motive of why they're doing it, I guess. But other than that, yeah, I just wanted to go based off of that, I guess.
This man has been harassing a family for a week.
No, that's
he
crazy.
returns to
for
their
a
door
week?
several days in a row,
Bro, you just
rings
call the
the
cops.
bell, and gives the camera an eerie smile.
That's probably the thing they probably have. He probably just shows up at like certain, like, different times, unexpectedly. Like, there's no way he's probably doing this during the day. He's probably just doing like
a homeowner in
odd
San
hours
Lorenzo,
at night on different
California,
days.
managed to stop a burglar in action, and it was all recorded by this Ring doorbell camera.
That's
a suspicious white car pulls up in front of this man's house. The strange man then gets out of his vehicle, walks straight towards the man's house, and disappears from view.
Bro, this man's an idiot. The way they drove in, like, they're trying to get their car ready for like getaway, but they kind of did it like a dummy stance, because the way he pulled in at first is kind of stupid. If you're gonna do something like that, don't you think you want to get the car propped up better than that? It already took you a fucking minute just to get the car turned around. I would have had that bitch turned around and just backed it in.
But just a moment later, the man is seen running away as fast as he can after the homeowner confronts him.
Good, I hope the homeowner had a fucking gun. Or a pew-pew, because YouTube guidelines. Run, by, run, run, run! That man probably looked down the barrel of a 12 gauge.
It's a good thing the homeowner was present at the time.
Man took off.
Because who knows what could have happened otherwise. One thing is for sure, you certainly don't want this guy showing up at your front door at 5:30 in the morning.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Unfortunately, that's exactly what happened to this Louisiana homeowner. A woman reported that a creepy man came up to her porch and rang her doorbell.
This is like a fucking frat douchebag.
The man reportedly told the woman to come to her house, and when she asked him why, he hesitated and said he didn't know.
Is that a karambit in his hand? Karambit is a type of knife.
Is this 1002?
It is.
Okay, I was supposed to come here.
To do what?
For I don't know.
You don't know.
Okay, never mind.
Man's probably hopped up off his ass.
He
I wonder if he was
somewhat
deered.
displeased, went back
Something.
to his
He had to be
car
deered or
and drove
something.
away.
Because he doesn't look.
The woman said she called the
He actually
police
looks like the most
immediately
normal person
afterwards.
we've seen so far
This
on any of
clip
these
from
videos.
Compton, California, shows an elderly man scoping out this homeowner's house before he actually manages to open his gate. He then slowly...
There's times where I do respect the elderly. I have a lot of respect for the elderly because they've been through a lot and all that, obviously. But when it comes to elderly people doing this kind of dastardly bullshit, that's when I say fuck them and I just drop kick them. I can't lie.
house where he
If I
tries
saw an
to
old
get
man
into
doing
the
this shit,
backyard, but is unsuccessful.
I would have fucking battering rammed his ass. Old man, don't try to climb nothing. You're gonna break your fucking bones, and then now you're gonna have to go to the hospital after getting your ass arrested. What did he do? He just took somebody's shoes? What did he do? No?
It's good that he wasn't able to do anything, but you have to wonder what he was planning to do in the first place.
He's a weird guy. Well, he just walks away fast as he can.
The homeowner was at work when he received the doorbell camera notification, and when he opened it, he got a bit of a fright. Either it's a bad joke or she's possessed. This man came to the house, and I don't know if he's just trying to scare the homeowners or if he's using the doorbell camera as a retina scanner.
Wait, you're retarded?
Why'd you help?
It's creepy, dog. The fuck? Why does this man look like he just came from like a barbecue?
And even though he knows there are people in the house, and they said they're going to call the police, he's still trying to unlock the door with his keys.
My little vacuum thing I have on my desk fell over and it scared the shit out of me, low-key. Does he have a fucking stab wound going across his stomach? Or a cut? That's crazy that his key at least actually fits into the door. That's crazy. If that man was able to open that door, low-key, bro, that would have been terrifying.
A homeowner's doorbell camera captured this creepy-looking man stepping outside the front door in the middle of the night.
Is he trying to steal
He
their
notices a bike rack at the far corner of the property and walks over to try to steal one of the bikes.
Man needs a ride. I've had my bike stolen before. I also got it back. It was the most awkward exchange. I'll explain after this video if I remember. Yeah. Yeah, I've had my bike stolen in Virginia. That shit was crazy.
He seems to have a hard time stealing the bike and finally decides to give up and leave. This clip is from Miami, Florida, and shows a female porch pirate slowly creeping up those stairs, seemingly aware that she's being picked up.
Miami, Florida. The fuck? You gonna steal the people in package? Bruh. Now that I'm older and the shit that I did when I was younger, bro, it actually kind of irritates me now that I did that shit. I can't lie. I look back at my young self and I'm like, damn, bro, you're kind of retarded. I can't lie. Fucking idiot. Because nowadays I'm like, bro, if I ever saw what I did, if I ever caught my younger self, I would have whooped my younger self's ass, low-key.
But only after putting on sunglasses, apparently thinking that her identity is now secret.
If I ever caught what I was doing.
In this video, we see a team of two robbers trying to break into this person's house in the middle of the night, trying to disguise themselves with thick, heavy clothing.
These people are grown-ass fucking retarded adults.
One of the men was fiddling with something when suddenly the homeowner speaks directly into the microphone and says hello.
That burps me like fucking Dr. Pepper.
Hello?
Peekaboo.
Yo.
In just a few seconds, the attempted robbers got a fright and decided to leave the area. This man was recorded several times in the driveway of this house, looking in the window of the house.
I deadass will buy myself a doorbell camera just to see what the fuck I capture on that shit. Either I'm gonna see some birds or butterflies flying by, or I'm gonna see some crackhead come up to my door.
They weren't home when the man was first caught, but here is another video of when he came back. And this time, the father and his daughter were in the house.
The fuck?
That's why he came back. This is very scary, because someone could do the same thing in your home, and you wouldn't even know it.
Oh,
but
motherfucker, I would know it.
He had been
I have holes in my window shades
away
because my cats, they chew through them. So I would see a motherfucker peeking right the hell in. And they gonna see these bullets peeking right the fuck back. or in my girl's case, a fucking machete, because she'll chase your ass with a machete. She don't give a fuck. I got an axe and a machete inside the house. And a sword and a katana.
This is a very good example of being careful before opening the door to strangers.
And four
When
very
he was
willing
closer
individuals
to the
to
door,
fuck somebody's
you
ass
could
up
not
and tries to
even
go to their
tell.
house.
But now you can see that he has a gun in his pocket. He is wearing a mask and was probably planning to break into his house.
That man looks like an Uber Eats driver. What the fuck?
This video is a bit ridiculous because you can see that the gun is sticking out of his pocket.
Yo, dumbass.
But if he was carrying it behind his back and standing closer to the door,
this is why you should take the other
some
hand that's on
people
your
would not
wrist
even
and
think
put it in
that
the hand with
something
the
bad
fucking
could happen
pocket
when
of
they
the gun.
open the door.
Hold it there.
It gets even more ridiculous when he lowers his mask and exposes his face to get some fresh air, or maybe say something. I am not sure, because he could have been talking to the homeowner.
So now you just expose
the
yourself?
The recording had no sound.
Nah, I want all audio. If I'm gonna have a doorbell camera, I want everything. I want to hear everything. Man looks like a broke version of Drake when he was younger. Bro, this kid just needs to get slapped really fucking hard in his head to where he like convulses.
Fortunately, no one answered the door, and the gunman eventually disappeared.
I hope that that gun falls out of his hand pocket.
I don't think she's up to no good, but you never know. And the shocking thing is that it's 2:30 in the morning. She explains that she needs to charge her phone.
I need help trying to charge to my phone.
What do you think of her? Let me know in the comments.
I would have been like, get on with your ugly ass. That's what I would have said. Shit. So yeah, as I was mentioning before in the middle of the video, somewhere in the video, whatever I said, about getting my bike stolen. Yeah, I was living in Virginia. I think I was like 12 at the time, 12, 13. Fucking, there was 2 times in a row that it happened. There's 2 times. What's the craziest part about this whole fucking story is that my bike was returned twice. So I had bought a brand new bike. It was a Schwinn. It was like a bluish. It was like a blue with like silver lining on it. And what do you call it? So I bought it. I had it for like a good week. It was going for like a good week when I had it in my front yard. And then my mom, she started realizing that there was this, not trying to be racist when I say this, but yes, it was a black man walking in front of our house every so often to see if the bike was chained up. And then eventually the bike got stolen. So then throughout that week or the rest of the month, my mom was like, hey, fucking, this guy's been coming around the house checking out the bike apparently and looking at it. So you might want to like, she's told him off before. She's told him off. It was like 1 or 2 different black guys that fucking came up to the house and tried to do this shit. So she told him off one time before. She's like, get from here, blah, blah, blah. Because she saw how close it was to the property. And then I guess one night, fucking bike was stolen. And then it's funny, the bike was stolen. It was gone for like 2 or 3 days, and then it was returned back. But when it was returned, I think the back wheel or the front wheel was changed out to like a cheaper wheel. It wasn't the actual wheel that came with it, the factory wheel and shit. So it was changed out. And then the funniest part now is this: they took the fucking bike back. They took the bike back, right? And then they left another bike that they actually took the fucking tires from for that bike, put it on my bike. But then they changed out that, put everything back together on that bike, but they left that bike now at my house, which was like another Schwinn, but it was an older green model Schwinn, a little bit thinner on like the main frame itself. The frame was a little bit thinner and it was more circular versus mine. Mine was like actually like it had like a weird, the frame was like that. It was flat on top but circular on the bottom. I don't know if you guys saw that. But they left that bike at my house, and then finally one day I went on a bike ride. That's the only bike I had, so I fucking used it. I pumped up the tires because it was low on air, and that's the only bike I fucking had. It still rode. It was an old fucking whatever they were using it for. It still rode. And as I'm on my way to my friend's house, because what I guess these people didn't realize is that, actually I forgot to mention this, is that I had a little fucking tiny little something. I forgot the fuck it was. I think it was like a tiny little piece of shit fucking zip tied to my bike, right? So I knew where it was, and I saw this fucking guy riding it. Saw him fucking riding it, and I caught a glance of the thing. Like, I saw the bike, I was like, holy shit, that was at my bike. And then I caught a glance of the thing that I had zip tied to the shit. So I was like, yo, I rode over to him as fast as I fucking could. I was like, yo, dude, hold up real quick. He's like, yo, what's up? And I was like, that's my fucking bike you have. He's like, what are you talking about? And I literally showed him a photo of the bike because when we first bought the bike, I took a photo of everything because of course, this kind of situation. I took a photo of it and I showed it to him. He's like, oh shit, my bad, G. He gave me the fucking bike and he took his old bike back and we switched bikes. Literally, my bike had all the parts back on it because I guess they switched it out, whatever, with the green bike that they had left me. And I got my bike back, and from then on, I started leaving my bike finally in the backyard after, like, so many warnings of, hey, you should leave your bike in the backyard anyways because somebody like this asshole might come and try to steal it. So, yeah, I've had that kind of situation. Those people were not as smart as I mean, they were thoughtful. They left me a bike they took my better bike. It was a brand new bike for whatever year bike they had. And I guess some of their parts on it were not, working properly or whatever, for whatever reason they had to steal mine for. But they returned it once or twice, and then the second time, I think, is when it had a different part. They stole it back, and then they fucking took the parts off that bike, put it back on their new bike, or the original bike they had, left that at my house, and then from then, I was using that bike that they'd left. It's a whole confusing fucking story, but it actually fucking happened, which is the craziest part. So, I've been going at this for 4 minutes on this outro. Holy shit. But yeah, other than that, Kush family, like I always say in these fucking type of Ring Doorbell videos, please be safe out there. There's not a risk. There's no need to be risky and get your fucking shit robbed or anything. Do what you gotta do to be safe. Keep your doors locked at night. Don't be those fucking idiots who keep their doors unlocked. He goes, oh, I have a family and shit coming over. No, fuck them bitches. If they come over, they can knock or they can give you a call. Be like, hey, I'm outside. Come unlock the door. You don't have to be fucking courteous and mindful to leave your fucking door open to the rest of the world to come in your house and take your shit. Fuck that. Get your concealed, get your guns. Stay safe out there. Other than that, peace out until next time, you fucking booby lickers. Other than that, yeah. Peace.